Before I begin, I'd like to ask every one of you to just close your eyes for a moment. Do that for me, please. Don't worry, I'll wait. I'm going to be here for approximately 10 minutes, so you might as well listen to me. Now, I'd hate to begin with cliched words like picture this or something, but given the current circumstances, I am forced to. So picture this, a calm, beautiful beach you used to visit as a child, filled with clean, pastel ochre sand, crystal clear, pristine waters, and oh so colorful seashells scattered all over the place. I wish I was there right now. And do me a favor, put your mind in split screen mode. And on one side you have this image, and on the other side, copy and paste, drag and drop the same image. But this time, it's covered, filled with plastics. Chunks of garbage, plastic bottles, plastics, and more plastics. And snap out of it. Open your eyes, back to reality. Now tell me, which of these two mental images do you want your children to see in the future? A piece of plastic might just be a piece of plastic for you and me, but for, say, a turtle, it's something more. It's something much more. It's a full 3-course meal. I can see many confused faces. What? Are you crazy? The pictures I am just showing here would more than testify that I am not crazy. But for those of you who are indeed thinking that, then may I tell you, it is not only me that is crazy, but the entire human race. For centuries, we human beings have misused the power of nature, trying to harness it whenever we could. But what we meant by harnessing was in fact us trying to gain control over nature, to establish our dominance over it, to overpower it. This deadly slaughter of the natural order of things began, like most crises did, with the invention of plastics in 1907. And as for its impact, please direct your attention to the screen. This is a picture we all know. The Taj Mahal, one of the 7 wonders of the world. Yet ever wonder why almost every single photo you've seen of the Taj Mahal is at this specific angle? That's because Google shows you what you want to see and not what you need to. You can see that. Whereas in reality, these are the kind of photos that you should see. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the sad reality of our present era. But enough lamenting. We are here to find a solution to this problem. We are here to fix this problem, not whine about it. Because frankly, anyone can do that. So what do you think I do? Ladies and gentlemen, presenting my solution to the never-ending plastic crisis. Project Iris. This is the part where you all clap. Thank you. Now, fundamentally, it is just another one of those schemes that aim to bring down plastic pollution. But what sets it apart, you may ask? Well, notice how every time we want to degrade synthetic chemicals, we use even more synthetic chemicals. Project Iris solves that problem by using the power of nature. Yes, that very power of nature I talked about in the beginning, the one we misuse. But this time, it's for good. Project Iris uses colonies of specialized microorganisms and macroorganisms, more on that later, to degrade well around 65% of all plastic waste. And now at first glance, that may not sound like a lot. 65, that's awfully close to 50. 50, that's like what, half? Doing half is not good for anything, right? But may I remind you, that translates to roughly 220, what? Million? No, billion kilograms of plastic waste per year. And so you may think, how do you plan on doing this? And that's where the heroes of our story come in. I was just scrolling through my online newsfeed one day just to see what's up, when I came across this headline. The article is with links to describe the discovery of this little guy, Ideonella sakaiensis, strain 201F6. You might be thinking, what? Allow me to explain. Early in 2016, researchers in Japan, led by Miyamoto and Oda, discovered a species of bacterium previously unknown to science, growing on a sample of plastic taken from a recycling facility in Sakai, Japan. But when they carefully analyzed the sample, they were shocked, absolutely flabbergasted, to find that the bacterium had not just been growing on it. No, it was eating it. That's right, they managed to find a bacterium that had evolved to consume plastics around it. And so naturally, me being me, I wondered, if this evolution has taken place once, couldn't it happen again? And as it turns out, it has. Multiple times. Superworms. Having a rather funny name. I made that myself. But it's just appropriate for what they are capable of, as just one of them is able to degrade 60 milligrams of styrofoam per day. Imagine what a whole colony of them could go through. Another one, P. microspora, a species of fungi capable of degrading polyurethane, one of the major components of general plastic waste. And the thing is, you can keep going. Bacteria, fungi, worms, why even penicillium, for example, can degrade polystyrene. And that was when the inner scientist in me began to think. And you know it's big when the inner scientist thinks. What if we could take these three organisms and use their power, take their magic elixir from them, the thing we so much want, the enzymes that they use to degrade the plastics, and make them better, make them faster, make them more efficient, take it down from a matter of days to a matter of hours. And that was how Project Iris was conceptualized. Now the science part of it is over. You can breathe now. What's more, Project Iris uses artificial intelligence instead of manpower. A sample of artificial intelligence that I programmed myself is able to segregate and group plastics based on their chemical composition from just a photo of them into groups, which are then acted upon by the decomposers, those magic organisms we just talked about. But wait, we are not even done. There's still one part left, the part we all hate, the part we have grown to despise in each and every circumstance, the cleanup. But unlike our elementary school projects, there's no need to throw away the eraser crumbs and keep aside the scissors, paper and glue. No. Because since the degradation is done by organisms at each and every point of the process, what remains is entirely organic. Effectively, it does not pose a threat to the environment. It's biologically inert. And that may sound too good to be true. But this is the future as it is happening. The end. You're not clapping. The end. No, don't clap. I said the end, not the end or the end, but the end. Question mark. The end of what? For some of you, this may just be the end of a teenager yapping about plastic pollution. Heard them way too many times myself. Just, you know what, by a show of hands, raise your hands if you feel genuinely inspired by this project. If you genuinely feel that you can go out there and at least attempt to make a change in the plastic crisis. Raise your hands. Perfect. Just the perfect response I was hoping for. Because you are lying. Each and every single one of you is lying. You are lying. You are lying. You are lying. You are also lying. Each and every single one of you is lying. The next speaker will come here. They will give their talk. Then the next, then the next. And this will all be but a faint, distant memory of the past. All a blur. You will go home. You will continue to drink water from plastic bottles. You will continue to eat from plastic plates. You will continue to act like you care. But the question is, Do you care? What are you putting up the show for? It's certainly not for the environment. We know that for a fact. Don't be against plastics just to show others that you're against plastics, just to earn the coveted sustainability tag. Be against it for a better world, a better future for you, your children, their children, and so on. No one said saving the world was easy. But it is with small steps like these that we can work together for the collective goal, the goal of saving the world one piece of plastic at a time. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for your time.